Hey VC, what's up? It's me, yours truly. I am back to post a quick video here. Gonna just do a what's been spinning video. Just kind of stuff that I've been spinning over the past, probably really just kind of 4 or 5 days. I did a lot of listening this weekend. Yeah, as always, just random stuff out of the collection that I've been spinning. Been really kind of enjoying. Trying to shoot this on my phone this time. Kind of see how this comes out and works or whatever else. But I just kind of thought it'd be nice to have a different backdrop and that type of thing. But yeah, let's just kind of jump right into it. First one here. Just played this one day before yesterday. Jason Isbell reunions. Actually, Jason Isbell and the 400 unit. I think this was that album that they did over COVID and all of that. And just, I mean, typical amazing Isbell. I mean, the guy is just such an amazing songwriter, and just the storytelling that he does and everything is just absolutely amazing. With great songs on this like "Letting You Go," "Only Children," stuff like that. I mean, just another one of his. I'm not gonna say necessarily masterpiece because it still doesn't touch Southeastern, which I still think is his just one of the most incredible albums ever. But definitely fantastic stuff. So if you're not familiar with Jason Isbell, for some reason, make sure you check him out, especially the album Southeastern. That's just one of my top 20 albums of the past 20 years, without question. Next year, spun this the other day, Metallica. This is it's a boot, but it's a great 2 LP set. It's the Seattle '89 concert, which is Volume 1. And anyone that follows Metallica knows that was arguably one of their best concerts ever. They were just kind of, it was the Justice Tour. They were just really totally and completely in their prime, and I mean they just nailed it on that concert. And so this is again that '89 Seattle concert. The Ronettes, had to give them a little spin. Hadn't spun this in a while, and fun album, kind of taking us back to the mid '60s. Of course, the big hit off of this was why am I going? Be My Baby. I'm sorry. Ronnie Spector, and just, I mean, just a perfect example of what made that time period kind of special. Fantastic album there. Little Slave to the Grind, another one I hadn't spun in a while. Classic from Skid Row. Another great album there. One that I typically go back to quite frequently. Definitely play this Bon Jovi album more than any other, which was his debut. Of course, the big hit off of here, I guess, was Runaway. But my favorite song off of this was always She Don't Know Me. I remember as a little kid, somewhere around maybe fifth grade or somewhere in there, I heard that song on the radio, and never knew who it was or whatever else, and I just heard it that one time and so fell in love with it, and the melody just stuck in my head forever. And it wasn't until about maybe 8 or 9 years ago where I actually discovered it was Bon Jovi. So I mean, it was set in my mind for a long time, but yeah, fantastic album there. Another great hard rock album I hadn't spun in a while, which is Mama's Boys. Another great one from 1985. This is Power and Passion. Just kind of just again a good solid hard rock album. The Donnas, another fantastic one here. Legendary kind of, well, I say early punk kind of hard rock group. I guess hard rock's not the proper word, but this is Get Skin Tight. And this is kind of a good album because I feel this really is a nice mixture of kind of the punk stuff they did and more of the kind of big guitar rock stuff they were going to go to. You kind of get a sample of that on this album all the way through, which is pretty cool. So yeah, I mean, really, really cool album. They did a, what was I going to say? They did some cool covers on here too. Like they did "Too Fast for Love," for example, which was kind of cool. But yeah, that's the Donnas. Megadeth In Game, another one I kind of just forgot about. And I was flipping through my Megadeth collection the other day, and I just could not recall the album that well. So I was like, time to give it a spin. So another fantastic one there from 2009. Which Dave has done some pretty fantastic releases in the 2000s. So my boy Seal, had to give this a spin. So excited! I'm going to see him next week, next Friday. I've been wanting to see him live for I don't know how many years now. So finally getting a chance to do that, and it's going to be absolutely fantastic. But that's his debut there with stuff like, Crazy, Killer, and just, other fantastic tracks off of that album. I so wish they would get around to reissuing his catalog. And the go-to that I listen to all the time, I think I actually showed in some other What I've Been Spinning videos already, but Twisted Sister Stay Hungry. This is forever going to be in my rotation. Been blasting this thing since I was in 5th or 6th grade, and I never get tired of listening to this album. Matter of fact, I think I showed it in the last recent What I've Been Spinning video, actually. Just kind of shows you how much I play it. I mean, awesome. Another album that I would kind of put in that same category that I was describing, Jason Isbell's Southeastern, one of my top 20 albums in the past 20 years. And this is The War on Drugs, A Deeper Understanding. This came out in 2017. And again, one of those bands that I kind of skipped over, just kind of thinking it was a hipster type of thing, just I wouldn't really like them and all of that. And man, caught this spinning in a record shop one day when I was in there shopping, and just totally blew my mind. But just a fantastic piece that gets back to just, quite frankly, music. My favorite song off of this is Strangest Thing. And I swear, when you listen to that song, you get a Bob Dylan vocal delivery with a Bruce Springsteen kind of written song with a Prince type of guitar solo. I mean, like, those are the names and the flavors that pop up in some of the stuff on this album, and it's just absolutely fantastic. And like I said, between this, Southeastern by Jason Isbell, and probably Western Stars by Bruce Springsteen, 3 of my top 20 albums in the past 20 years. Had to go revisit a little Steely Dan, so a little Katie Lied there. Another fantastic classic from, 1975. I think Royal Scam is probably my favorite Steely Dan album, but Katie is definitely a solid one. And another one you just have to go revisit sometimes. Foreigner 4. It's easy to get used to seeing this cover, and, it's Foreigner, so you kind of flip past it to the next album or whatever else. But then when you actually grab it and throw it back on, you kind of realize, or you remember, those boys freaking rock. I mean, this was a great spin and a great revisit with Foreigner. Jukebox Hero and Urgent, and just great, fantastic kind of big rock stuff there. And last 2 here, Broken Frame by Depeche Mode. If you saw the live stream on Jeff Witcher's channel that we did this past week, we talked a lot about this because we were talking about, coolest album covers, and this was one that went pretty far into the tournament. And after, all that talk about it, I had to go back and give it a listen. So, just more great Depeche Mode there. A little different than maybe their bigger synth stuff that I like so much. But, yeah, still a fantastic album by them. That was from 1982, I believe. And last but not least, The Cure. This is the greatest hits that I gave a spin the other day. And great 2 LP set. Really does kind of capture the, their cool stuff, if you will. I mean, everything's cool by The Cure. But, Boys Don't Cry, The Walk, Close to Me, Just Like Heaven, which still, in my opinion, Just Like Heaven is arguably the best pop song ever written. That song is just such perfection. I just can't really see songs being done better than that. Lullaby, love songs, on and on and on. Friday, I'm in Love, and a bunch of other stuff too. So a very, very great 2 LP set if you don't have any other Cure in your collection. So anyway, there you go, VC. Those are recent spins. And as always, let me know what you think, and we will talk to you soon. All right, take care, guys.